Okay, so I did manage to get myself added to the reviewing committee. So, and then I assigned one of my test files to myself. So once again, if this is what your reviewers will see, they'll see an email that says it's from the 2025 MBAA International Conference, and the subject line says new reviews to complete. So when they open the email, it'll look like this. They can click on access my reviews, which will just show them only the ones they've been assigned to review. So when they click on the title, if there's a conflict of interest, they can declare it here over on the right. And you can see the review form is open. So everything that the person has entered should be available to read over here on the left, and then they should be able to download the file, which this was the image that I uploaded when I was doing this as a test, but they could then look at the file. Obviously, for most of these are going to be PDF files of actual text for people to review, and then they can go back here and say, that probably not too much somewhat engaging material. I mean, this is the kind of review I would expect where you're like, oh, there might be some decent conversations, but there's some real work that needs to be done on the body of the paper and maybe on the research method. And so again, that's why you might say possibly reject, because I don't know, maybe people do want to talk about it. And then again, in this box here, a review can be typed, or you can copy and paste. I need to edit this form because the nomination for best track and paper shouldn't show up for something that's been submitted as a poster. So I'll get that fixed. But your reviewers, the choosing the best track and the best paper in the track will be done by you, the track chair. But this question on the form helps you know which of the papers your people think are great and which ones they think are not. And then if there were comments that you maybe wanted to a reviewer wanted to share with the track chair, but did not want the author to see, that those comments would go here. We have the ability on the back end when we notify the authors to choose which of these fields from the form they can see. So I would not have them see the one where it said it was nominated for best paper and track, and I would not have them see this additional comments box. And then you click save. One of the things you can also see is that up here in the upper left-hand corner, right where it says 4 waves, right next to it, right now, I'm engaged as a reviewer. And so I might also be engaged as a participant if I submit a paper. I'm obviously an organizer. So for those of you track chairs that may be submitting papers too, or if you have reviewers that you're going to add to the system that are also going to submit their own papers, they'll be able to toggle between which of those things they are. Now, if I go back to reviews, you can see everything that I put in there. And now if I make myself the organizer and I go to, I go to event data and submissions, collapse that. The system is catching up. The review status is now pending. We'll give it a second to to catch up with that. But nonetheless, one of the nice things is we have the ability, once people have submitted, to filter by different fields. So we could filter by track or the type of submission. We could filter by review status. So if we've got some papers that have been assigned to reviewers and the reviewers haven't responded, then we can easily message just them. If we've got people that have papers accepted but nobody's registered yet, then we can obviously go through and message them specifically. So that's one of the really nice things about this system. If you have additional people, like say the president of your organization, that needs to be listed on the reviewing committee in addition to you as the track chair, please let me know. And then if you've got, again, people that are just simply going to be interviewing, one or two papers, again, get me those names and email addresses, preferably in a spreadsheet with one column for names and one column for email addresses. If you're just sending me the name of like one other officer in your organization that needs access to this, well, that you can send me via email. But if you're sending me multiple reviewer names, I would like those in a spreadsheet. So what questions do you have? What things do you think need to be changed or considered for the review form? Yeah, let me know.